Learn how to draw down your retirement portfolio with a bucket strategy. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Highball Advisors Railroad Retirement Whiteboard. My name is John McNamara, Highball Advisors. So I'm going to show you today one approach that planners and advisors use to drawing down portfolios in retirement, right? So, you've worked for the railroad for all these years. You have a big nest egg. How can I make sure it lasts and take a little stress out of my life here in retirement? So this is the bucket approach, and I'll walk you through it here. So there's three buckets, okay? One is short-term investments. The second one is intermediate investments. And the third bucket is long-term investments. So let's go with the first bucket here. So this is bucket number one. And you put in there about 1 to 3 years of living expenses. I prefer the 3 years of living expenses. So you have to figure out how much do you spend, right? What's my living expenses that you need to put in there? So it's basically expenses minus income equals need, right? So let's just use an example. Let's say you spend $100,000 a year. You have a railroad retirement, tier one, tier two, spousal tier one, spousal tier two, whatever else you have going on. Let's say that's $60,000. So I need $40,000 per year for the bucket, right? So I'm going to have that times three. That's $120,000. So I'm going to take $120,000 out of my nest egg, put it into bucket one. And in there, I'll have money markets, CDs, anything that's going to bear a little interest but is liquid. All right, so that's bucket number one. Then in bucket number two is going to be 5 to 8 years of living expenses. So if I needed the $40,000, right, because I have 60 coming in, and let's say it's times 8, that's $320,000 I need in there. So what am I going to put in there? Well, I'm going to put in fixed income, bonds, dividend stocks and ETFs, utilities, anything that's going to generate income. And then I'm going to take that income to replenish bucket number one. All right. And that's 5 to 8 years of living expenses in there. So as you can see, we're trying to take a little of the risks out of the markets in your retirement. And then bucket number three is just going to be long-term investing, right? Growth stocks, tech stocks, whatever it is. It's going to all go in there, right? Diversified, of course. We're not going all in on a single one, but we're just going to let that grow. S&P 500 fund, whatever it is, it's just going to go out there. And then when we rebalance it, right? Because what's going to happen is over time, this growth bucket is going to get much larger than these other buckets. We're going to take the proceeds and just dump them into bucket two to replenish that, because bucket two is replenishing bucket one, right? So that's the approach there, is just set this and forget it. Needs to be rebalanced once in a while. That flows into two, which is generating income, which flows into number one, where all your expenditures are going out. And it's a great strategy in that it takes care of the nerves, I guess, of selling down assets when the market comes down a little bit. I did a video on sequence of risks. You can check that one out. But this is one way to do that. It helps alleviate that. So railroaders, I hope you found this video helpful. You go through something like this in my Boarding for Railroad Retirement process. If you're at or near retirement, highly recommend you go through it, kind of help you build a roadmap into railroad retirement. Feel free to click on the subscribe button. I really like that. Grow the members, share the videos with other railroaders. I do appreciate that. And until next time, everyone, please stay safe, stay on track, and take care. So long, everybody. Bye.